Apologies to our students. Apologies to our students for the technical hitch, but we are back. So, Judith, you can proceed from where you are.
Okay, thank you very much, Dan.
Yes.
I believe my screen, you can still see my screen?
Yes, you can still see a screen.
All right, thank you very much. Now, I was saying, in this page here, this is where you will see the test or the units that you've registered for. As we will see from our next presenter, showing us how we are going to capture those. We are going to load from the ERP to this LMS so that you can also view your units. Then you can access the classes, or you can access the quizzes depending on the units that you have registered. All that is displayed at this point here. Now, to the far end, to the right here, there is something called ERP Sync. For all students, this function here will be displayed. This function, sync units or registered units. When you click on this sync button here or the link, it will now capture the units that you registered, the ones that you registered for this session. We will see that later on in a short while. Then below here, there are some timelines, the timings of your sessions. Below here, there is also what we call the upcoming events. If there is any event that's taking place in the university that the student needs to be notified, you will see from there. And then this one is the same as the ones that are here. That is just another part. Just below that, we can see the online users. Users who are online, you can see the number of users that are currently online. In my case, I have 4 online users for the last 5 minutes. All the users that have accessed this system in the last 5 minutes can be displayed here. Not necessarily 5 minutes, but all the users that are currently online can be displayed at this part here. So for now, in my case, I have 4 only. Then we have the latest batches. You can notice that we don't have any batch here. Then below here, you can see the calendar. And then the last thing below here, there is the upcoming events also, the calendar of events. If there is anything that needs to be notified to the student, or an event that is taking place in the university and the student needs to know, that one will be seen here. It will be posted here so that all the students can get note of the events that are taking place within the university. That is currently basically the interface. The interface where the student can be able to get in touch with the university and the lecturer wherever they are. Now, the first thing that you need to do after logging in now to the system and knowing all the parts of the system where you can get what and what in this interface, the first thing that you need to do is to change your profile. Remember, I've logged in as this student here, Muraria, and that is there is lack of security in this case. So as a student, you need to change your password, change or manage your profile such that it will only be you alone who can be able to access the system and not any other person, just like the way I've done right now for this particular student. So for you to do that, you need to go to this part here. There is this icon here at the topmost corner to the right of your screen. There is a drop down arrow. You can click on that. When you click on that part, it gives you some parameters or parameters that you need to change as a student to change your profile. This is where you can log out still when you are done with your work and you feel that you are okay to leave. You can log out from this end here. But first, you need to change your profile by clicking on profile. When you click on profile, this is what will appear. That is the first thing you will do when you log into the system. This is now the profile interface where you need to change your profile. At the center here, you see the same names, Miraria, Njiru. Then to the side here, you can see the details of the user registration email address, that is Machakos University email address. You can see other parameters here that the students can only change or can access. There are no login activities here. When the student logged in and when was, and then some other applications there, mobile applications to use. So password, change password, come here. There is this button here, drop down button. Click on that. When you click on that, there is somewhere called change password. Change password. Remember the password that we used when we were logging in is the same registration of the student, but the first letter, that is the first character, is in capital letters. So that one we have to change so that anyone can cram your registration number and can log in as you. So you need to change that to a unique password so that you can only log in as you alone. So we give the new password here. And the new password, remember at the top here, you are given some conditions that the password must have at least 8 characters. And when we say 8 characters, it means 8 characters, or a character is a letter, a number, or special. That is a special character like symbols. Those ones are what we call the special characters. Then at least 1 digit, that is a number, a digit is a number, and then at least lowercase letter, or at least one uppercase letter, at least 1 non-alphanumeric character, such as this one. Non-alphanumeric characters are the special characters, like a full stop, like a dash, like a question mark, like this one here, hash. Those ones are what we call the alphanumeric non-alphanumeric characters, special characters in such case. So your password must have at least all those characters. So you type your new password here. So I can change the password for this student, and I give something. So I give a new password like that, and then I type the same below here to confirm the new password. Confirm the new password. Now remember what I've typed here you cannot see for now, but I have combined a capital letter, a small letter, a number, and a special character within this password here. Then after that, you type the new. Oh, sorry. This one must be the old password. Sorry for that. This one is the old password. That is the D33. 666. And the new password now I retype here to confirm. Then you click on Save Changes. Click on Save Changes. Now, when you do that, you are taken back to the profile of the student. I have saved now the new password. Now, this student will not log in with the password of that is the registration number, but the new password that I have just assigned to that particular student. So you need to change the password like that, and then you just click continue from here. When you click continue from there, you are taken back to the dashboard, or you can just click on the dashboard to go back to the main page, the home page. So when you are, I think now the student is safe, because now the password is changed, and that one now becomes a private affair now between the student and the lecturer, and also the university. Now, another thing that you need to change as a student on your profile, click on this button there, and then you come here, edit profile. There's some information that you need to give the system, so that every time you log in, we will know that this is you, and this the information is the ones that you alone gave. That is your names. We need your names there as they appear, your registration number or the address, email address, that is Machakos University email address. Then below here, you can also give the city where you're coming from, or the town, that is your address. You can give the country. If you are a foreign student, you can still give the country that you come from, and all that. Below here, there is what you call the picture profile. If you feel like, as a student, you can still put your picture profile, something like your passport, on your profile, such that when you log in, this icon here at the corner here will have your picture. It will not show such an image. It will show your picture. So to add your picture, you can click on this icon here. When you click on that icon, it takes to this window here, or this interface. Then click on upload a file, browse, click on browse. Click on browse, it will take you a computer if you are using a computer, or using to take you to the main or the hard disk of your phone. Then you look for an image, a picture in your computer, a picture in your computer. The location where you saved a picture. Then in your computer, you can have several pictures, just the way I have them here. Choose one there. I can just upload any of that. Then say okay, open it. When you click open it, you realize that the name of that picture will now appear here, the one that I saved with it. Then below here, there is somewhere written upload this file. Upload that file. Okay, so when you upload the file, now you are taken back to where you are browsing for your picture, and then the image has appeared here. Then scroll down here. Then you can give a description of that image if you wish, or you can leave it blank. Then click update profile. Update profile. So when you click on update profile, this is what will happen. This is what will happen. Now the profile of the image or the picture as here. to the one that I've just chosen here and also here. That is how you change your profile information. Change the names if your names are less. If the names we have are less and you have more than 2 names, you can still add at this point here. Still add more names here. You add if you have more than 1 or more than 2 names, you can still add there, and you just save changes below here. That will you will have changed, or you will have made your profile to your preferences, changing the profile of your LMS, or your how you are going to access the LMS is that way. Now I think from there, the next thing is now for you to access units as a student. After changing your profile, the next thing is to access your units or access the courses or the online lessons that will be offered. And that session will be taken by my colleague, Leah Wakanyi, and I want her to pick up from there. Leah, please.
Okay, thank you, Judith, for the wonderful session. Now we want to look at, to have a preview of what to expect when you log into a class. Once your units, you have registered for units and your lecturers have uploaded the content, this is what to expect. So I'll share my screen. Just a minute, I share my screen. So I hope you're able to see my screen now. Is it visible, Judith?
Yes, we can see your screen, Leah.
Oh, okay, thank you. So as you have been trained in the last session, you use your student admission number to log in to the LMS, and you also use it as the password. Then after you have logged in, you change your password. So now, as if you had already succeeded in logging in and changing your password, you can now log in into a class. I am student T80. So that is my student number. I'm just a test student. So this is not a real student. So that is my name. And now you can see this interface as Judith has taken you through. I can see most of you have succeeded in logging in. So that is why we have many online users at the moment. So if you could kindly share your student number on YouTube, the ones who have succeeded in logging in, you can share your student number on YouTube. Somebody will pick them from there and enroll you in the course that I will take you through. Yeah, so I can see we have Wanyonyi, we have Leah, we have Stephen, Mwasia, Kiplangat, Nyaboke, Cyrus, and Wasike. So share your numbers on YouTube, and then you can be manually registered for this unit, the one that I'll take you through. So as you have been told by Boit, who has just left the session, once you log in, make sure that you change your password. That is very important, because other students, your colleagues, could be aware of your student number. They can even guess. So it is important that you change your password so that they don't mess with your account or even post something on your behalf. So once you have changed your password, you are now ready for class. You sync your registered units. So for now, if you have not registered unit, then you don't need to sync your registered unit. So once you sync your registered unit, on the left side of this interface, we have my courses. So when you click on my courses, you will see the units that you have registered for. So for the purpose of this training, T80 1000 2020, and this is the units that I have registered, which is SIT 198. And for those of you who are logged in, we can go through the course together. If you give your number, your student number, you will be registered for this unit, so that at least you get to see what to expect when you log in into a normal class, into a real class. This is just a test class to give you a preview of the basic functionalities of the LMS and what to expect on the LMS. So once you have synced now in a normal scenario, in a real scenario, your courses will be displayed here under My Courses, and then they will also be displayed at the center of this page. So you will be able to see them there. So to access the content of the course, because I'm imagining you will be registered for many courses, maybe 5 or 6, you click on the course. The LMS is designed in such a way that most of the functionalities have hyperlinks, so that when you click, you are taken to another interface. So for me to access what has been posted on the SIT 198, I click on it. So once I click on it, the interface changes. You can see the name, the code of the unit. This is SIT 198, Introduction to University Courses. Introduction to University Courses. For your other units, if you're taking economics, if you're taking communication, if you're taking the unit that you will be taking, this is what you expect: the code of that unit and the name of the unit. So that is very important. That will be available to you, and then this is how the class will look like. Normally, the class will be structured in weeks. From week 1, if your course is taking 14 weeks, you will have activities for the 14 weeks on the LMS. So once you log in, you will be able to and you will see all the weeks there. For the first few weeks, you might find that only 4 weeks have activities that you will be working on as you progress. Announcement session. So this is how the icon for the announcement session looks like. It has an icon with people that are there. And then, as I said, the LMS is structured in a way that most of the functionalities use hyperlinks. So the first item, even before you go to the actual class, to the actual content, are the announcements. So depending on the course, your lecturer will post, let's say, the important dates on the announcement session. They could also post the course outline, so that as you progress, you can always go back and check whether you have covered topic 1, you have covered that content. They will post that for you there. So when you click on the announcement for this course, there are some the course outline and general information about the course. So this is the course outline and the general information regarding the course. For instance, this course, it introduces you to welcome to this course. It introduces you to the basic, not the main, but the basics functionality of the LMS. This section is used for announcements such as important dates. So this is what you will expect to find once you log in into the actual unit. As I said, this is just a test, a sample unit for the purpose of this training. So you may find information such as the name of your lecturer. For this course, it is Professor J. Smith. The email will be there, will be displayed there, so that anytime you feel you need to get in touch with your lecturer, you can always email them. Others will indicate their cell phone numbers, and then the important dates will be displayed here. For instance, in this case, we expect weeks to take our cut 1. Then your cut 2 will be a discussion question. You can even, it will take the discussion question, and then you will be told to go about the LMS and the discussion. For instance, this lecturer has explained how we are stuck to do our discussions. our discussions, you do an initial post of 400 words, not less than 400 words, and you respond to 2 of your classmates in not less than 200 words. So you are even told about the language that you're supposed to use, that you are supposed to be thoughtful and respectful and reflect your opinions in a professional way. And then the deadlines for each submission, respective weeks. You are also told that chat rooms are available throughout the course so that you can engage your lecturer and other students. So you expect such information on the announcements section because these are important details that will guide you throughout the course. Then we can see that the course outline has been posted here. You can always copy and paste it. Some will upload it as a file so that you just download. But for this one, because it is not a very lengthy one, you just copy and paste it somewhere in your machine so that you can always go back. And sometimes when you're being assigned work, it will be extracted from the course outline. So it is important to have that, to have a map in your mind of what to expect throughout the course. So that is the announcement section, video, and post it here to give you these details, like the details about the discussion and all that. They could just do a video and take note of all that information. So it is important that as you log in for the first time into your course, make sure you start at the announcements section so that you don't miss anything that is important. Then to go back to the course, you click on the course code again. So that is the announcement section. Then we go to the first week. The first week, which is 4th October to 10th October for this class. And we have a video there. This is the icon for video. It looks like a film. And we have a chat room. The introduction video, you just click on it, you play it, and click on it. You can play it, and you will hear. And this one, the purpose of this video is to connect the name to the face. You will be able to see the face. Like for instance, this one has my face because I'm the one who prepared this video. So you will be able to connect the name and the face of your lecturer so that you know how they look like, how they talk, so that at least you can get a feeling like as if you are in a live environment. So the introductory video will depend on the course, depending on what your lecturer wants you to know as you begin the course. They might mention they might introduce the course to you at that juncture. So that is the introductory video. You just click on it and you play it, and then you listen to it. Then there is you also expect to find a chat room. They could provide a chat room for you. This is now where you chat with your lecturer, with the other students, and it is advisable that you use respectful and professional language. This is not like a normal chat room where you do WhatsApp chatting and all that. This is purely academic, so it should be kept professional. And then we don't want you to crowd it. So ensure that the materials that you post there are related to the course, and they can add value to you and to the entire class. For instance, there could be a portion of the course that you do not understand. You can post it there, and then the other students will give their views, and you might realize that once you post a question there, you might realize that even other students had a challenge in that. So we want to make it a collaborative environment, but for academic purposes. We don't want to crowd it with what is happening with the menu and all that. We don't want to use it for that. So this is a learning management platform. So we keep it strictly for learning. Then watch your behavior there, even if you differ with a colleague, with a fellow student, or with your lecturer, make sure that you air your differences in a respectful and a professional way. Because you could have an opinion concerning a topic and they could have a different opinion. So make sure that you are using academic language in your chat rooms. So to access the chat rooms, you click. Everything is guided on the LMS. It's not a difficult platform to use. So click here to enter the chat now. You can also view past chat sessions, use more accessible interface and all that. So when you need to chat, you just click on the chat, the link to the chat, and you post. You type on this bar, "Hi everyone," and then you said just that. That is how you access the chat. It is that simple, and then the others now will keep responding. So that was our week 1. We have a video and we have a chat room, and there could be an embedded file that has the notes and the links to the journals that you're supposed to read, the materials that you're supposed to use, and all that. Then you can go now to week 2. The next week is a discussion question. So this is the icon for a discussion. It is a pen, because this is something that you're discussing, and you need to follow all the instructions. If you have been told to do a discussion post of not less than 400 words, make sure that it is not less. It can be more, but not less. If it is a problem that you are solving, maybe you have been given a mathematical calculation to do or a program to write, make sure that you follow the instructions that are there. And the discussion forum is open for all the students. So it is expected that once you post something, others are going to respond to it. Like for instance, in this class, I was expected to do a discussion of not less than 400 words, and then respond to 2 of my colleagues. And there are dates that are set to do that. So you don't post and then you wait forever to respond to the others, because the purpose of this discussion is to enhance your knowledge on the topic. So it is expected that you will read what others have posted, and then you will give your opinion about their post. So it is supposed to engage all of you, and then the lecturer can also give their input in that discussion. So it's supposed to enhance knowledge and also test the level of difficulty of the topic that you are handling in class. So the discussion is open for all. You click on it, so you find it here. There are instructions that you're supposed to follow, and then there are also the dates. Be sure to submit the first post, sorry for the typos, by 14th October, and the responses by 16th October. So that is the dates. They are very important, because if the discussion is being graded, then it means that if you post after the deadline, you score 0 for that. So to post your discussion, you click on comment. So once you click on comment, you can add a comment. So to take care of you, so that you don't consume a lot of airtime, internet time, it is advisable that you download the discussion question, you do it in a Word document, then you copy and paste here where you're supposed to do your comments. Paste it here, so that then you don't consume a lot of time doing your discussion online. And remember, you might need to edit, you might need to do, maybe you are even expected to have a diagram there. So you will consume a lot of time if you do it online. So best practice is copy the question in a Word document, do it there. This one you have to type. So it is important that you should be computer literate, but I believe all of you are. Then now you post the comments here. So once you post the comments, you click on save the changes, and your discussion now will be visible to the rest of the class. Now they can be able to respond to your initial discussion. You will also be able to have posted, and you will be able to respond to them. So the LMS term for a discussion forum is wikis. They are called wikis, the discussion forums. So, and I showed you the icon for them. So to go back to the class, you click on the class. Oh, I did not post anything here, so I can just say hi, and then I save the changes. So that is my post. I said hi. Yesterday I had also done another one, test discussion. So all of them will now be visible to the class. So if you had managed to log in and get registered for this course, we could also see your post. But you can try this even later after the class. they will still be visible to the rest of the class. Remember, this is just for learning, so it is not something serious. It is just for, there is no specific way of doing it. You can just do one line, one sentence, two sentences, like I have successfully logged in and all that. Then we go back to the course and see what else is there. So all the activities will be visible here. They will be visible, and to access them, you only need to click on them. Like we clicked on the announcements, we clicked on the video, we have clicked on the chat room, we have done the discussion, and now we have a file. We have a file which is end of semester exam. So some of your notes also will be in this format, because you could have like 2 pages notes, 3 pages. So they will be posted like a file. So this is the end of semester exam, and some of your assignments will be posted in this manner. Remember, the discussion was visible to the entire class, but now for an assignment that is private, it is to log into the LMS, download it, then upload it back, and this is now between you and the lecturer. So this one is not public to all the other students in the class. So to access it, you click on it. So once you click on it, assuming that it will be in Word or PDF or PowerPoint or whichever format your lecturer will use, you can open it, or you can just save it, so that it goes directly to your downloads and you can access it later, because we are trying to minimize the amount of internet time.
Leah, Madam Leah, are you still there? I would request Madam Boyd to continue from there. Sorry for that. Sorry for the technical hitch. We apologize. I want to request Madam Boyd to pick up from there as Madam Judith is coming. So I believe students, you're getting something. At least you're getting to know how to access the learning management system. Remember, we'll be using it for your studies. You'll be using it for virtual learning. So I want to encourage you to get a hold of how to use it. Just get a hold of how to use it, and then we'll be able to access it. So Madam Boyd, please.
Assignment. So I'm sure she discussed that. Okay, thank you, Leah. I was just going through the week that had an assignment.
Okay.
And I think we lost you at accessing an assignment. You are downloading the assignment.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Sharing.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry for that. We had power cut here, and it affected our internet. So kindly give me the presenter rights so that I can share my screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I hope, okay. So I hope my screen is visible. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we can proceed. I will go back to the course. So this is the week that had a submission, had an assignment, or an exam. So this is how you take it. You click on it, and then you will be prompted whether you want to open it or to save it. So it is advisable that you just save it so that it goes to your downloads, and then you can be able to view it from there. Then once you are done, assuming it was an assignment, you have done your assignment, you have adhered to the dates, and now you want to upload your copy. So to upload your copy, you click on the end of semester exam. This is where you submit it, but because I had already submitted yesterday, I can remove that submission so that now I can submit it again. Remove the submission. Okay, unfortunately I'm not able to Okay, let me log in as another student who had not submitted. Let me see the other participants in this class. Let me log out and log in as another student. Okay. Hopefully this one had not submitted. So I'm also registered for that unit. So now we want to take the end of semester exam. We want to do a submission. So you click on the end of semester exam. So this is, you have been told to complete it within the indicated time. So we want to add a submission. So this is how you go about it. You click now on the icon that has this icon of a folder with a tick at the corner. You click on the end of semester exam. You add a submission. Then you will be brought here. It looks like a placeholder, like when you are changing your profile picture, because you are now uploading a file from your computer. So you click on the first icon here for the files, because we want to add a file that is in our computer, because it is assumed that if it is an assignment you are already done, you have saved it in a certain place in your computer. So now you want to upload it. So you click on add. You're taken to this interface for uploading a file. So you browse for the location of that file, and you click on it. I had a test submission file for the purpose of this training. So I click on it the same way that you attach a file when you're doing an email. When you're sending something through your email, that is the same way you do it. So you are prompted to save it, to give it a name. I could call it assignment 1. Then it will automatically take my name, because this is my account. So you don't need to change the other name, because that is your name, the name that appears on the LMS. You do not need to worry about the license. So you just go ahead. So you only click on browse to to find it in your computer, in the location, in a certain location in your computer, and then you upload it. You upload the file. So once you upload, you can see that it has been embedded here in this interface. So now I need to save the changes. You click on save the changes, and you can see that it has been submitted for grading. It has been submitted for grading. So you can go ahead and edit it or remove the submission. So those are very few steps that you need to. For an exam, you will have a window to indicate that that is your own work. So you only need to check that, and then you will be taken to this window. So my assignment has been submitted for grading. I can edit the submission or I can remove the submission. So that is another activity that you expect to find on the LMS. The last item for this class, this is just a training class, but now that tells you that each week you might have different activities. Some will give you a link to a YouTube video that you need to go and watch, or your lecturer could have posted a video there. You go listen to it, and then you answer some questions, and then you upload it the same way that we have uploaded. So I'm just basically showing you the main activities that you expect in a class. The last item that I had prepared for this class is a quiz, just a simple quiz and how to go about it. So to access the quiz, you click on the quiz. You can see the icon for a quiz. It has red. It is in red. I think they intended it to be like that so that it is visible and you can know that it can be used for grading. You might get that your Cat 1 is composed of the discussion, the assignment, and a quiz. So you need to score in all the three. So in most cases, you will find that the quiz will be used to just test your knowledge and to test whether you have understood some concepts. And in some cases, it can be used for grading. So for you to have completed the course, you need also to take each activity that is on the LMS. You need to take it seriously. Remember, your lecturer sit and spend a lot of time preparing these materials. So all of them are important. So this is how a quiz looks like. This is the icon for the quiz. So you click on the quiz, then you're brought to this window, and you click on attempt the quiz now. And you can see that the grading method is the highest grade. This will be customized according to your course. It doesn't always have to be like that. So the quiz that I'm supposed to take has 3 questions. This is how you answer. You just check for this type of question. You check the correct answer. You can access Moodle while offline. Is it true or is it false? So I can check true, then I go to the next one. Is it possible to download an exam and take it offline? We have just discussed that. That is true. You can download an exam and take it when you are offline. Then you go to the next page here. This is a matching quiz where you're supposed to fill in the blanks. So Moodle is available on Dash platforms. So we select the answer from here, from downloading, mobile, offline, scanned. So we can say 2 platforms, the Dash platform and when using a computer. So this is quite simple. That is the mobile platform and when using a computer. Exams can be taken when offline by downloading the file. Once the exams are completed, they are scanned and uploaded on the LMS. So that is the quiz. But don't expect such a short quiz from your lecturers. They could have 10 to 20 questions. But for the purpose of this training, this is just to give you a feel of what to expect and the kind of questions to expect. So we'll finish the attempt. So submit and finish. Submit all and finish. So you can see I missed the first question. The others were okay. So that is the feedback I got. Moodle can only be accessed when online. Yeah, so the correct answer was false. Then Is it possible to download an exam and take it? Yes, that is true. Exams and other files can be viewed offline. So that is how you access the activities that are found on the LMS. Remember, these are not the only ones. You can expect more. There will be notes, there will be videos, there will be links to journals and links to YouTube videos, all those activities. But basically, this is how the content will look like. The content will be divided in weeks. There will be an announcement section where you are supposed to access the important information concerning the course, and that will be available throughout. The chat rooms will also be available throughout, and you might find that the chat room is under the announcement section, so that anytime at whatever point in your academic journey you feel you need to communicate something to the class, or maybe you forgot a date, you need to ask your colleagues about it, you can always use the announcement section. Then we have the videos, the chat rooms, the discussion questions, the files that you will need to download and maybe read offline, and the quizzes and all that. So maybe later on as we progress, you will also have what we call the SCOM content, where all these will be combined into one, and then it will look like a textbook where you access from page 1 to the last page. Page 1 could be a video, page 2 could be a discussion question and all that. So basically those are the main functionalities, unless there are questions. That was all for this session, and thank you for listening, and sorry for that power cut that disrupted the training. Thank you. Back to you, Dan.
Hello everyone. So thank you, Wakani. Thank you, Leah, for taking us through that session. I believe we'll have a video on YouTube. We'll have one video that will be created by the e-learning team on YouTube on how also to access your courses, how to log in and all that. Just a recap of what has already been done. So I don't know if Rachel, if there are any burning questions. I can see some students sending messages about bundles. So I don't know if we have any burning questions. Rachel?
Dan, the questions I've seen, I'm not per se with regard to the LMS. We have a few students who are saying that they're trying to create a portal and their email address has not been set.
Oh.
We have others asking that if they had already registered for uni, and when the timetable is out and they may need to drop, how that is going to be handled. Others are asking if they must learn online or they can wait to join the university physically. Those are some of the concerns I am seeing.
Okay.
So maybe you can emphasize on the issue of dropping units, creating a portal account, blended learning. Yeah.
So thank you, Rachel, for that. I think I can see you've replied to most of the things online. I want to appreciate everyone. For participating and following through up to this part of the training. So remember, just a parting shot to the students. Remember that these 3 tools are very important to you as a student. Even when we come back for face-to-face classes, these 3 tools will be important for you. You will need to access your student email. You will need to access your student portals for reporting and registering of units, and you will need to access learning materials, the learning management system. This one will continue even after the schools have reopened, even when we have the face-to-face communication. So with that, I want to invite the answer or the representative to make his closing remarks. But meanwhile, before that, I want to invite one of us from the ICT team, probably Rachel. You can make your comments on behalf of Watson, and then we proceed from there. Then I will invite the Director Odell on behalf of the registrar to make his closing remarks. Rachel?
Thank you, Dan. I would want to appreciate the team that has made today's training possible, right from the Director, Odell, who is managing the entire online learning, to the deans of the various schools. I can see our consulate has joined us, but she's on listen only. She's from the health sciences. And I also want to appreciate the ICT team for the good work done, from the guy who's managing the YouTube streaming. Also want to appreciate the schools. I can see a few representatives, and just thank God that the training today has been a success, and encourage our students that it's actually possible. You need the platforms, as Dan has said, you need the platforms. Even when you join the university physically, you'll still be required to access the various online platforms. With that, maybe I can take it back to Dan, who can proceed with the program.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for those remarks, Rachel. I also want to invite the Director Odell to make the closing remarks. Then from there, we will have a prayer, a word of prayer from a volunteer. Director Odell, Dr. Kibet.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. I wish to take this opportunity to give praise of today. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan, Dolo, Kibe, Leah, Boyd, and students. Once you receive some that you train, go and practice. If you don't actually practice the skill that you acquire, so kindly from today, just log into the mess, look around, practice. They say practice makes perfect. So I want to they will communicate when the classes will begin, and everything is going to be all right. So thank you very much, everybody, for availing yourselves for this virtual training. Bless you. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Director Odell, Dr. Kibet, for those conclusive remarks. Now I want to invite Leah to close for us with a word of prayer. Kindly, Madam Leah.
Okay. Thank you, Dan, and thank you, members. Thank you, students. We wish you a beautiful experience in Machakos University, virtual and